welcome to Vlogmas Day 10. It is Saturday, December 10th here, and we are having a pretty relaxing morning. We just got back from some morning adventures. We had really early, my husband dropped one of our sons off for his ACT test, and he has gone to go get him now. He's almost done. And then our youngest had his orchestra / band rehearsal, and then they had a little holiday concert that we got to attend. And before that, we also went to the farmers market and to the holiday bazaar again. So the farmers market is one of those things that in the summer months we are set up at every week pretty much, unless I get sick or something happens. But in the winter months, starting in November and December, our farmers market moves indoors, and usually it's every other week, but right before Thanksgiving and right before Christmas, they usually do several weeks in a row. So we like to go there. We always get our microgreens there and our eggs there. We have a favorite. If we don't get anything else, those two things we always get, but we grow a lot of our own vegetables. So this time of year, we still have plenty of our own potatoes and carrots and things like that. But as the months go on, a lot of these vendors still have great food storage areas, and they grow obviously way more, so then we get more things when we go to the market. So anyway, while I was at the market, before I show you my advents, I want to show you what I got. One of the very first vendors that I met at the market was Paul and Karen Schmidt. If you're in the area, you may know them. Paul was always the garlic guy and the asparagus guy. His wife used to help with asparagus, but I don't remember how many years ago it is, but I remember when she was going to get Icelandic sheep, and she was so excited, and she was talking to me about it because she knew I was a yarny person. And anyway, long story short, she now does this awesome needle felting. She spins her own yarn and she sells that as well. I'll try and see if, I know sometimes they have an Etsy shop. I'll try and link this, see if they have a website below. Oh yeah, they do. It's on the thing. But look what I bought. Isn't he cute? It's a little snowman ornament that she needle felted. Super cute. And it says on it, thanks to the following animals for their fiber donations used in this needle felted wool treasure: Igmar, Meadow, and Button. So she makes these super cute things. I mean, she has these tiny ones, but then she also makes these really big ones, like very detailed reindeer and all kinds of really sweet, beautiful needle felted things. So yeah, I got a little snowman for my tree, which, by the way, if you haven't noticed, we do not have a large Christmas tree this year, and that is not because we don't normally get a Christmas tree. We normally have a very full, real Christmas tree, and we go to the Christmas tree farm to get it. It's a whole to-do. But this year we have a very menacing, I don't mean menacing in like an evil way, but menacing in like a mischievous way, 7-month-old kitten, and I know without a doubt that he will climb the tree and probably tip it over more than one occasion. So we just decided to have the one little artificial Christmas tree that you see in the intro with a few of our favorite ornaments on it, so that way we don't tempt him too much and we don't cause more frustration or even that he would get hurt at Christmas time. Because if you have cats or even dogs sometimes, you probably know that sometimes the Christmas decorations and the pets do not agree. So that's why we don't have a big tree. So I'm going to save this little cutie probably for next year, because I'm afraid Tobble, if I put him out, Tobble will think he is the best new toy ever and he will chew the poor guy. So that's my cute snowman. And now let's do our advents. So we'll start with Berry Fun Yarns, day 10. Today's color is called Gentle Strength. So we're still kind of in the lighter ones. There is indigo in here in the purpley color. You see? The lighting is pretty good in here today. It's kind of really cloudy and overcast. We had a little bit of snow, but just flurries, nothing major. Okay, the message for today is rituals and routines give us something to look forward to and a framework within which we can operate. If you are feeling overwhelmed or frazzled by the everyday world or the holiday bustle, try adding a ritual or routine to your morning or evening. Maybe it's meditation or yoga, or maybe it's as simple as always cleaning your kitchen sink after dinner or sitting down with a cup of tea and your latest project and watching a movie. Find what works for you. So I will have to say that me personally, I do find that I do better with, I don't like exact structure, but I do better with a little bit of routine, right? So I like in the morning, I get up and I do feed the cats and I do my yoga and I have my quiet time for like a half an hour by myself, 40 minutes, and then I start in with the day. But if I had to get up and get going right away and I didn't have that, I know that I'd feel way more overwhelmed. So everybody is different. Me, I'm not a morning person, so I need that in the morning. Some people maybe need that at the nighttime to calm down, and some people need it both. But take care of yourself. It is a busy time of the year, and even when it's not the holidays, we need to take care of ourselves. All right, day 10 from a lavender loom. This is beautiful. It's called Tears of the Moon. So now we've got some blue and gray. And you know what's crazy is when I look at it, I don't see the purple. But on the screen, it's showing the purple. And I think there is a little bit in there. It's that this right here, it's kind of a periwinkle blue / purple color. That's pretty accurate how it's showing on the screen. Super pretty. Later today, hopefully just a little bit later today, like before it gets dark out so the lighting is still decent, I will show you again my progress. I think this is the day that we've now caught up to where I am on my granny stripes, so I can show you that with the Berry Fun yarns. And I had a bit of a mishap last night. I don't know why I was so tired, but for whatever reason I messed up a row and I had to rip something out. But I'm hoping to make some progress on this again. Hopefully you can't hear that noise in the background, but they're chopping down some trees outside down along the waterway, and it's kind of noisy. So I apologize if you can hear that. But anyway, this afternoon, before I really can get into knitting too much, I'm actually going to go visit a local alpaca farmer who actually doesn't have animals anymore. She got out of the business, but she has a bunch of Surrey alpaca yarn that was spun for her out of her animals, and it's bare undyed, and she is looking to sell it to someone. And she talked to me at the farmer's market in like late October, and I finally have made some time to go check out the yarn. So we'll see how that turns out, if it is a quality and a price that I can afford for the Berry Fun yarns. But if it is, there will be some local Rochester Surrey alpaca coming to the shop soon. So yeah, that's all I really have scheduled for the afternoon. I need to do a few other things. I probably should wrap some presents, but I really want to get my gift knits done this weekend, so I'm going to focus on that. But otherwise, yeah, we're just going to kind of have a cozy afternoon. It might not be very interesting. Oh, I will say, in case I don't come on later, but I'm sure that I probably will, I am planning on not having a Vlogmas episode Sunday, so there won't be a Vlogmas episode that goes up tomorrow night. There'll just be this one tonight. And then I did record an episode of the podcast earlier this week that will go up on Sunday instead. So you'll still have some content from me, just not a Vlogmas. I'm just going to take the day off and kind of relax without having to worry about filming and editing and all that jazz. So all that said, I'm going to go have some lunch before I have to go visit the alpaca farm, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. my little adventure to see the alpaca farmer. I did end up getting some nice yarn that I will be showing you as I dye it. But I got some worsted, some super bulky, and some fingering / sport. But it's always kind of unique when you work with a local grower because, you know, they get it processed at least the ones that I've worked with in the past, they get it processed at kind of a small mill. So each skein is kind of unique if they have each animal spun separately, is what I'm trying to say here. So it'll be kind of fun to kind of play with they're kind of like a creamy white color. The animals they were kind of a creamy white color. So we will see what I come up with, but I will share that with you as I create, probably after the first of the year. But I did want to touch base with you just one more time before the end of the day because I wanted to show you my granny stripe advent that I'm making out of the Very Fun Yarns kit. So here it is. The days have caught up with where I am in it. So I'm gonna hold it up and show you. You can kind of see. So day 1 starts down at the bottom and it goes up to the pink one, which is today's yarn. So I haven't quite finished today's. I have just a little bit left to crochet. And again, this is the Granny Stripe blanket by Lucy of Attic 24. So yeah, I'm excited now that I have caught up to the video so that I can hopefully maybe do one mini every day and kind of keep up with it as we go through the end of the month. So that's that. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you in case anyone asks, I have on a different shawl today. This is one of my older shawls and it is called the Spectrum shawl and it's by Joji Locatelli, one of my favorite designers. And you can kind of see, I think I messed something up. Again, this was an earlier knit of mine. And I think I messed something up with the increases because it gets much wider than it's supposed to here at the end. So I actually ran out of yarn and I kind of morphed it to be my own. I did like these large chunks at the end. I think it's actually supposed to look like this through the whole thing. But it's a super fun knit and very simple, very easy. And you know, if you mess it up like I did, you can't really tell. The darker one is supposed to be the large chunk at the end, but for some reason I didn't have enough. And I know I was using it's a fingering weight shawl, and I know I was using a thicker kind of almost to the sport weight of the thickness of the yarn. So maybe the yardage just wasn't, I don't know, in the beginning I wasn't very great about looking at the yardage on a pattern and making sure I had enough yarn. So, but I made it work and I really like it because of how it falls kind of. You can do the large V in the front and then just kind of wrap it around. I don't wear a ton of shawls anymore, but this one is just the way it is. It falls really nice when you wear it. Kind of is a nice sort of warm cowl and it's not too heavy. It doesn't feel like you're wearing, I know big shawls are kind of popular now, but I sort of feel like they get too heavy around my neck and then I don't like it. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you in case anyone was wondering what I was wearing. But I am going to sign off for tonight. And remember, tomorrow I will not have a Vlogmas for day 11. I'll be back on Monday for day 12, but I will have a different episode, one of my recent episodes of Very Fun Adventures out for you tomorrow instead. Okay, everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday, and I will talk to you again on Monday. Bye-bye.